Prior, prior to the knock on your door when you wasn't in, was there a point in your mind where you thought, I'm not getting caught? They're not testing me. I'm not getting caught. This is just going to keep on going on and on and on.
To a certain point, yeah, because I knew the testing at the British level was pants. I knew the testing at the British level was pants. So yeah, I thought I could go through up to British title level and not have to worry too much about being tested and stuff.
Do you know what, Larry? Do you know when do you know when you were saying you were representing yourself and you got no legal representation? Had UCAD got lawyers with them and that? Oh yeah. And didn't they say to you should go and get legal? Didn't anyone say to you need to get some legal representation?
Nope.
You're looking back on it now. Do you not find that a bit odd? It's like
most definitely.
If you get caught for something, first thing they say is, "Have you got a solicitor or do we appoint one?" Just seems strange that you'd have gone through all that process and they'd never said to you, "Do you want to get some legal representation on this?"
Yeah, I mean that's why I call them gangsters. UKAD. They go under the guise that they're trying to clean up the sport, but the reality is that they pick and choose when they're going to do that. Do you know what I mean? They talk about wanting to go after Tyson Fury when they don't have their own house in order. Do you know what I mean? And hence why I'm going to be taking legal action against them for losing my property. But yeah, it's the UK anti-doping. They pick and choose. I mean, you've got the whole thing with Mo Farah, for instance. They knew what was going on. Do you know what I mean? But they try and hide it.
Look, Mo's not got done for anything. We should point that out. Do you mean with his
coach? He's not been done for anything. But
his coach has had bad publicity, and he put it that way.
His coach. There's a lot of other stuff going on in the background. I mean, there's so many cases that UKD are involved in. I'm not going to mention too many names because obviously a lot of people have not been, not been given a ban or sanction or whatever. So, there's a lot of cases where they've messed up. They've messed up or they've tried to cover certain things. And it's just shady as fuck. It's just shady. It's just really, really shady.
When you walked out of that room and you agreed to deal with them, Larry, tell me how you felt because they'd offered you a reduced sentence for cooperating and telling them what you've been doing and how you're doing it, and they offered you a further reduction if you'd give up any names. When you agreed to do that and walked out of the room, how did you feel yourself? Were you just that sick of it? You thought, I don't care, and I'm just looking after myself. I've got to look after number one, or did you just? What were it like when they put that deal to you and you accepted it?
Well, I didn't put anyone in it, so it didn't really bother me one way. I wasn't thinking I'm gonna look after myself and screw everyone. You know what I mean? Because I didn't put anyone in it.
Did any around that time? Obviously, fellow boxers know what's happened. They know we obviously had this sit down with UCAD. Did anyone, and again, don't mention any names here, but did anyone reach out? Any professional boxers, almost making sure that you didn't give them up? Put it that way.
A couple.
Okay.
A couple.
Easy. It's weird. I asked that. I say don't name any names. I want to know, but don't say anything.
Larry, would casual boxing fans know who those people are?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm one part.
Wow. No, Larry, I was going to ask there, just not moving away from that at all, but would you be able to sort of describe to to fans and to boxers as well, what difference did you feel while using the performance enhancing drugs to then training and competing without them?
Yeah.
You let us know what the difference is, because some people, we was having the talk the other week, weren't we? And they said, did performance enhancing drugs make you a better boxer? My argument was, it might not make you a better boxer, give you a better boxing brain. What it does do, it makes you a better athlete. It makes you bigger. It makes you stronger. It makes you faster. So if you become a better athlete, more powerful, fitter, stronger, faster, you are going to become a better boxer. So
I agree with you completely, Anthony. It definitely makes you more athletic. But I would argue it can make you a better boxer because what you got to remember about these drugs is that it allows you to train harder and recover faster.
Yeah.
So if I only have a certain amount of sessions that I can do in a day, and I can increase those sessions and make more of them skill sessions, then but I could then increase my skill level, which then makes me a better boxer.
Of course, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So there is that side to it as well. But I have to say that for me it was a night and day difference using performance enhancing drugs.
Really?
When I was a professional boxer, I was working a full-time job and I had to train, as most boxers do, obviously. And I had to train, obviously, around my job. And doing that naturally was a nightmare.
Yes.
And with the drugs, I was able to recover and go again and go again and go again. Do you know what I mean? I was like a machine, basically.
Yeah.
Is that where the name came from?
Yeah, partly. But yeah, you're just able to go on and on and on and on and on. You never have a bad day in the gym. You know, it just allows you to keep training harder and harder and harder. So there's some people that have the notion that, oh, if you use drugs, you don't have to train hard. Well, actually, it's the reverse. The drugs allow you to train harder, which allows you to benefit from the drugs. So if you're not training harder, then there's no point using no drugs.
No, I get it.
You know? So, so I would argue that it does make you more athletic, stronger, and, you know, durable and everything like that. But I think that if it allows you to recover faster and therefore get more sessions in, if you're doing more skill sessions, then
you're going to become a better boxer.
Yeah, you could become a better boxer, definitely.
Larry, just quantify it a bit for us and for like casual fans who think it, you know, and I read it and I pull my hair out. Sometimes people go, oh, well, why would they take this? Why would they take that? And if someone's made 10 million, I'll go, well, there's your 10 million reasons. But how would you quantify it in terms of performance, Larry? Are you talking in how you felt? Is it 1%, 5%, 10%, 15%? What?
It's very difficult to put a number on it, but I mean, I would say anywhere between 10 to 50%.
That's big.
Yeah. It can, depending on what drugs you're using, because I can tell you this now. When I started off, I didn't start off using EPO. EPO came a little further on in my career, so I didn't have any very good stamina. So it only gave me a certain advantage over a few rounds. When I started using EPO, oh my God, that was like, I could go on forever. Seriously. Yeah, like
we like Lance Armstrong on gym bike on EPO.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like I could literally go on forever. I was having sparring sessions where I was only having 20-second rest per round.
Oh, wow.
You know, and I was doing 10 rounds. It was just amazing. Do you know what I mean?
Hi, welcome to the Black Eyed Barber Show. Make sure you subscribe and like on the page.
Look at you. You're running in circles. Which way will you